You wake up, but your body doesn't. Not fully. Your eyes are open, your mind is alert, but something feels missing. A familiar signal, silent. That deep pulse you used to feel down there, it's gone. And with it, a part of how you recognize yourself. You haven't changed your habits. You eat like before, move like before, sleep like before, but your body is no longer showing up the way it used to. That small drop in blood flow becomes a big weight on your confidence. And here's the truth. Most men never hear. This isn't age winning, it's circulation fading. A quiet decline that begins in your 62nd and only gets worse if ignored. Tufts University found that men over 60 experience a steady loss of nitric oxide, the compound responsible for opening arteries and sending blood exactly where it needs to go. Without it, even the best intentions fall flat. But here's the opportunity. You can reverse this not with pills, but with food. 3 everyday foods backed by science can help bring life back to the parts of your body that feel furthest away. Stick around and I'll show you exactly how. Most men don't talk about it, but they feel it. That quiet frustration when your body doesn't respond the way it used to. At first, it's easy to ignore a slow morning here, a restless night there, maybe a moment where you feel disconnected down there. But after a few weeks or months, the pattern becomes harder to brush aside. And that's when the usual reflex kicks in. The pharmacy drawer opens. A quick fix pill promises to bring everything back. It's fast, easy, and feels like control. But what most men don't realize is that these pills don't fix circulation. They only mask its absence. The real issue, the reason why energy feels low and response feels delayed, is often rooted in something far simpler. Your blood isn't flowing freely. The vessels that once delivered energy to every corner, including down there, have slowly narrowed over time. Instead of opening naturally with excitement or rest, they resist. No pill can retrain blood vessels to work better. They can only force them temporarily, and that comes at a cost. Many men report headaches, flushed skin, or a jittery heartbeat after relying too long on synthetic solutions. Some begin needing higher doses just to feel the same effect. Others feel disconnected from their body, unsure if the response is real or just chemistry. And almost all eventually realize this isn't healing, it's a bandage. That's where real food, real rhythm, and real change come in. Instead of pushing your system harder, the right nutrients help your body remember how to function naturally. It's not about performance, it's about reconnection. Reclaiming a steady, lasting signal from within, not a borrowed one from the outside. Aging doesn't happen overnight. It shows up slowly in quiet places where you don't always look. One of the earliest signs hides in your circulation, the invisible highway that keeps your body alive, alert, and responsive. Over time, those vessels begin to stiffen, especially down there where flexibility matters most. And when blood flow weakens, so does everything it touches. After 60, your body naturally produces less nitric oxide, the chemical that tells blood vessels to relax and open. Without enough of it, your arteries stay tense. Blood has to fight harder to move, especially through narrow capillaries around your heart, legs, and lower body. What once felt automatic, warm hands, steady energy, morning confidence now feels delayed or absent. You may not feel the change all at once. Maybe it starts with cold feet at night or a heaviness in your legs after a short walk. Maybe you lie down but feel restless or wake up not feeling fully charged. These subtle symptoms are not weakness. They're your body whispering that circulation needs support. The real concern isn't just the slower blood flow, it's where that slowness starts to show. In men, it often begins around the pelvic region where the vessels are smaller and more sensitive to pressure. That's why one of the first things men notice isn't pain, it's distance, a lack of presence. That familiar rhythm down there begins to fade. But the good news is, blood vessels, even aging ones, can recover. With the right nutrients, movement, and support, they can become more flexible again. Your body still remembers how to respond, it just needs the right message. And that message doesn't come in a bottle. It comes from what you do each day, starting with the way you eat. Food number 1, garlic. In almost every kitchen cabinet, there's a forgotten remedy with centuries of healing behind it. Garlic may look simple, but inside each clove is a powerhouse for circulation and energy. Especially for men, over 60 garlic speaks the body's language better than most pills ever could. Its secret lies in a compound called allicin, a natural chemical that unlocks tight vessels and restores flow where it's needed most. When you crush fresh garlic, allicin forms and begins working within minutes. According to research published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition, allicin helps widen arteries, reduce blood pressure, and improve how blood moves through the body. But the real magic happens down there in areas where the vessels are small and pressure builds easily. Garlic doesn't force change, it supports it gently, allowing blood to reach the places that have gone quiet. I've worked with men who tried everything, vitamins, supplements, even medication, with no real improvement. But when they started adding raw garlic daily, something shifted. One man, Tom, a retired carpenter from Ohio, told me that within 3 weeks, he felt warmer in the mornings and more present in his body again. It was subtle, he said, but it felt like something had woken up. You don't need a complicated recipe to make garlic work. Just 3 to 4 cloves per day crushed and left to sit for 10 minutes is enough. This resting time allows allicin to activate fully. If the taste is too strong, mix it with a teaspoon of honey or stir it into a bit of mashed avocado on toast. What matters most is consistency, not perfection. Think of garlic as a trainer for your blood vessels. It doesn't flood your system like medication. It coaches your body day by day to remember how to open up naturally. Over time, many men report fewer cramps, improved warmth in their hands and feet, and a quiet return of that familiar signal down there. It may not shout, but when garlic works, your body listens. Food number 2, fatty fish. For decades, red meat was seen as the symbol of strength. Big steaks meant big power. But modern research tells a different story, especially when it comes to blood flow and hormone balance in aging men. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are far more effective in keeping your system moving, especially down there where blood vessels are sensitive and often the first to slow down. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, which act like natural lubricants for your blood vessels. According to studies from Harvard Medical School, omega-3 can reduce inflammation, improve flexibility in arteries, and support nitric oxide production. That means your body doesn't have to work as hard to move blood, and the results often show up in places you didn't expect, like clearer thinking, warmer feet, or a steady morning rhythm returning. One of my longtime patients, Robert, was a 5-year-old retired teacher who looked drained every time he came in. He said he felt heavy, cold, and distant from his own body. We didn't give him a supplement. We gave him a grocery list with 3 servings of fatty fish each week and a pause from processed meat. Within 6 weeks, his entire posture changed. His hands were warm, his voice had more energy, and his wife told me he was smiling again. Fatty fish doesn't just help with energy, it builds a foundation. It feeds your blood, supports your vessels, and helps restore the inner signals that age sometimes dulls. Think of it like maintenance for your body's internal highways. The cleaner the road, the smoother the flow, especially in the smaller vessels down there, which rely on oxygen and nutrients delivered with every heartbeat. If you're not used to eating fish, start simple. Grill a salmon fillet, mix sardines into a salad, or enjoy mackerel on whole grain toast. Wild-caught varieties are best, but even canned options work when fresh isn't available. Just make it a habit. When you bring fish into your weekly meals, you're not just eating better, you're giving your body the tools to rebuild what time has worn thin. Food number 3, citrus fruits. They're often overlooked in conversations about men's health, but citrus fruits deserve far more credit than they get. Oranges, grapefruits, and lemons are more than just breakfast items. They're vascular support in its purest form. Each piece is loaded with vitamin C and bioflavonoids, which help strengthen and soften the walls of your blood vessels. And for men over 60, those vessels are often the reason circulation struggles, especially down there where flexibility makes all the difference. Vitamin C helps your body build collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep arteries elastic. Without them, vessels stiffen. Blood has trouble getting where it needs to go. But when these fruits become part of your routine, they bring oxygen and nutrients to the areas that have been running low, recharging not just your energy, but also your quiet confidence. You're not forcing the system, you're feeding it. The real power of citrus fruits lies in their flavonoids, natural compounds like hesperidin and naringenin. These compounds support nitric oxide production and keep your endothelial lining, the inside layer of your blood vessels, strong. That lining is what tells your arteries when to open, how much to relax, and where to send the flow. When it's healthy, everything downstream from your brain to down there benefits. Let's not forget the energy boost. The natural sugars in citrus fruits offer clean fuel, while the fiber helps balance blood sugar levels throughout the day. That means fewer crashes, more stamina, and a body that feels responsive again. One of my patients, James, started with a glass of orange juice in the morning and lemon slices in his water bottle. After 8 weeks, he reported warmer hands, longer walks, and a quiet return of that early morning signal he thought was gone. Want to get started? It's easy. Fresh orange juice with no added sugar, half a grapefruit before lunch, lemon squeezed over fish, vegetables, or even into a glass of water. These habits don't just taste good, they work. And when practiced consistently, they give your body what it needs to bring circulation back online, gently, fully, and naturally. Food is powerful, but it doesn't work alone. Your body isn't just fed by what you eat. It's shaped by how you live. When blood struggles to flow, it's not only about clogged vessels. Often it's about dehydration, poor movement, shallow sleep, and daily stress. These 4 habits, when practiced together, create the rhythm your body needs to support lasting circulation, especially down there. Start with water. Your blood is nearly half water, and even mild dehydration slows circulation. Drink a full glass first thing in the morning before coffee or tea. Carry a bottle with you and sip consistently, not only when you feel thirsty. Hydrated blood flows more smoothly, delivering oxygen to every cell that's been running low. Second, move gently after meals. A 10-minute walk after lunch or dinner wakes up your circulation, particularly around the belly and pelvis. It's not about burning calories, it's about sending a message. You're telling your body, keep moving, keep flowing, keep reaching those quiet corners that matter. Third, honor your sleep. During deep sleep, your body repairs blood vessels, balances hormones, and resets circulation patterns. Create a bedtime rhythm, dim the lights, turn off screens, and keep your room cool and calm. Most men need 7 to 8 hours, not just to rest, but to restore function where it counts most. Last, breathe with intention. Stress is one of the quietest disruptors of blood flow. When cortisol rises, vessels tighten and blood can't move freely. Try a breathing rhythm. Inhale for 4 counts, exhale for 6. Repeat this 3 times a day. You'll feel your chest soften, your mind calm, and a sense of reconnection down there you may not have felt in a while. If you've ever felt unsure where to start, this is it. A simple 7-day routine to help your body build momentum without pressure or guesswork. No complex diet, no strict calendar. Just a rhythm morning to night that brings blood flow back gently, especially down there. Start each morning with crushed garlic. Let it sit 10 minutes, then mix with honey or avocado. This early routine wakes up your circulation when your stomach acid is strongest. Midday, plan your omega-3 meal. Grilled salmon, sardines on toast, or mackerel in a salad, whatever feels realistic and doable. In the afternoon, refresh with citrus. A cold glass of orange juice or lemon water gives your vessels vitamin C and flavonoids when your energy dips. This is when most men reach for sugar or caffeine. Instead, you'll be feeding your vessels, not forcing them. Repeat these steps for a full week. Pair them with walking better sleep and deep breaths. The first few days may feel subtle, but by day 5 or 6, your body begins to respond. Warmth in your hands, clear thoughts, and a stronger presence down there are signs the signal is returning. This plan isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Small daily choices that give your body the tools to do what it still remembers how to do. You're not broken, you're rebuilding. Aging doesn't take your strength, it just asks you to support it differently. The truth is, many men carry a silent frustration, thinking they've lost something they'll never get back. But what if that's not true? What if your body hasn't given up? It's just been waiting for the right message. When circulation fades, it doesn't mean your potential is gone. It means your system needs time, nutrients, and rhythm to wake up again. Not pills, not pressure, not shame. Real restoration starts from within. And the path is surprisingly gentle foods from your kitchen, steps in your neighborhood, breaths taken with intention. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Just show up. A clove of garlic here, a walk after dinner, a slice of grapefruit, or a quiet moment of breathing. These acts are small, but they speak directly to your heart, your vessels, and yes, to the strength down there that you thought had faded. I've seen men in their 60-second and 70-second rediscover their energy, not through shortcuts, but through consistency, not through performance, but through reconnection. That's what this journey is really about. Rebuilding your rhythm, restoring your presence, living in your body again with quiet confidence. So if this message resonated, take the next step. Try the 7-day plan. Let your body feel what it's been missing. And if you're already on this path, leave a comment and share your progress. Your story might light the way for someone else who's still searching.